Dr. J, strictly DOCTORJ.com, also my Instagram. And today I have with me the sexiest dating coach in the world, Mr. Lacario. He is putting it down. He's a different type of dating coach. You know, he may not look like Denzel, but he definitely has a Wesley Snipes things going on. And that ain't the first time you heard that. And so does Dr. J. The dark-skinned brother's coming back. And Mr. Lacario.
What's up?
So glad to have you on the show. I love what you do, man. You can catch him on Instagram. Tell people quickly the platforms you're on.
Yeah, so on Instagram, it's at Real Mr. Lacario. You could also check me on YouTube. Just type in Mr. Lacario. All my stuff will pop up. And, you know, if you want to Google me, just type in Mr. Lacario. All my stuff will pop up. You know what I'm saying? And go to badboymembership.com and also masculineidentitymembership.com. So check out both those.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bad Boy, not affiliated. Zero affiliation with Diddy.
No Diddy.
No, not at all. Not that type of bad boy.
Right.
Okay, Mr. Lacario, I've listened to your show. I'm a big fan. I think for people out there, oh, this is disgusting. This is ridiculous. Hey, this is business, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? This is a business. This is making money. This is a brand. It's marketable. And there is a market for it. There's a customer base. There's consumers out there who want to buy what he's selling. Okay. And if you hating, you probably hating because you wish you thought of it first.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, Mr. Lacario, I've heard some these cats who call in, because you do some call-ins. People call you in on your show. Right. They say, Mr. Lacario, you know, I've got this girl that, you know, I think she likes me, but I'm not really sure. But she says hi to me every day, but I don't know the right approach. I mean, I don't know if she likes me. Right. What should I do?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you know, the thing is, a lot of guys don't realize that women will play games with them when they don't like them. Or women are going to, you know, give you attention even though they don't like you. So I always tell guys that just because a woman's saying hi to you, just because a woman talks to you, just because a woman gives you her number, just because a woman even goes on a date with you, that doesn't mean she's interested. And so what happens is why, again, I tell guys, you have to figure out, is this woman sexually interested in you? If she's not sexually interested in you, you're wasting your time, basically. Because what you're doing is that you're dealing with a woman who's using you for attention or is just, you know, bored. She's, you know what I mean? Like, she doesn't really like you, because that same woman who's saying, I got to get to know you, is going to meet another guy who she's never going to say that to. that's these guys, let them understand, you know?
Now, to be fair, are we talking about a particular type of culture of women? Are we talking about just black women,
no,
white women, Asian women? You're talking about the whole gamut, right?
It's all the same. It's all the same. I always use the example of Superman. So I say women are like Superman. So Superman is Superman and Clark Kent. And so what happens is that they're the same person. So if I meet a woman named Tiffany, I might say to Tiffany, hey, you know, like I might flirt with her, and Tiffany's going to say, Lacario, you know, I'm just not that type of girl. I don't do that. And then Dr. J, you're going to meet Tiffany and she's going to want to do you on the first date. So
Dr. J, ooh, yes.
So it's the same woman treating us differently. So she's two different types of women depending on the guy she's talking to. And so what I tell guys is, don't be fooled into being the guy that she's saying that we need to wait. If she's saying we need to wait, she's not really interested in you like that. She doesn't have high interest. So don't waste your time.
Now, a lot of women will stop you right there, Mr. Lacario, and say, whoa, wait a minute. I'm not that type of girl. I go to church every Sunday and I go to Bible study. What do you think I am? I'm not some slut. You say that.
Yeah,
you gonna call them a liar to their face?
Yeah, they're lying. That's the thing. That's the trick that women could do, and it's a very clever trick, because what happens is that if you're the type of guy who doesn't have experience, right, you're going to believe that, because if most of your experience is women telling you that, then that's your reality. And when another guy comes and says, well, wait a second, you know, that same girl, I slept with her last night. They're like, that doesn't make any sense, because Tiffany says she doesn't do that, and it's like, yeah, she doesn't do that with you. You know what I'm saying? She does it with me. And that's what I try to do. So my thing is I bring the reality and the truth, even though it may seem harsh, of what things are. And understand, I understand why women will do this, because it makes sense. Because a woman, what she's saying is, the guy that I'm highly sexually attracted to may not necessarily be the best guy as a boyfriend or husband, but the other guy who's willing to wait more likely will be a better husband and boyfriend, because he's willing to do what I say. And so what happens is that he will be more invested in her. He will care more. He'll do more things. He'll be more consistent with her demands and what she wants. So it makes sense that she will act differently to two different types of guys.
I hear you on that. I've been there, done that, got the t-shirt, got the hat. And I've talked on this show about, I have Dr. J's prescriptions about why you shouldn't date in the workplace and different things. And so I do hear that for sure. But of course, the approach isn't if a woman says, I'm not into you, I'm sorry, I don't do that. The approach obviously isn't, you're lying. You know you want it. Give me them draws. That's not the approach you say, right?
Oh, no, I say, so let's say, for example, I'm on a date with a woman and she says, oh, I don't kiss on the first date, right? I'd be like, oh, no, like, oh, that's cool. That's interesting to know. And then what I'll do right after, I'll be like, well, it's been fun meeting you, and I'll end the date, and then I'll just never call her again. You see what I'm saying? That's basically what it is. So I'm not
Okay.
like saying, oh my God, how could you not kiss me? And no, it's none of that. It's like, hey, it was good meeting you. You have a nice day. Because I know the reason why she's not kissing me is because she's not attracted to me like that. So since she's not attracted to me like that, I'm going to keep it moving and find another woman who is highly attracted to me who will kiss me on the date. The one who's going to kiss me on the date is what I'm going to go see again for a second time. You see what I'm saying? The one who's not, I will just not talk to her. It's that simple.
So it sounds like a numbers game, right? Just numbers. You're basically, to me, as a businessman, you're talking about just numbers. It's like sales, right? You keep making that phone call until you get somebody to bite.
Right.
That, right? So you're not disrespecting the woman. You're actually respecting what she's saying by saying, okay, that's what you don't want. Goodbye.
Right. And because I'm like, hey, listen, find some other guy that you're sexually attracted to. Because you're obviously not sexually attracted to me. So why wait? Why are we going to waste each other's time? You see what I'm saying? It makes
I agree, but you ain't going to say that, right? You don't want to just say that. You just got to go.
He doesn't need to know. All I say is have a good night and get home safe. You know what I mean? That's it.
Well, you're going to drop her off, ain't you? You're going to get home safe.
No, I don't drop them off. No, he can take an Uber.
See, you're crossing the line. See, that's not right, Mr. Lacario.
I don't pick them off. Nope. They got to come and meet me at the bar, and then we can get a drink, and then goodbye. That's it. You know what I'm saying?
And then if they don't kiss you, that's it, right? You like don't pick up or drop off.
Women are
very independent.
Yeah, even if they do kiss me, I'm still not dropping them off. They got to go home on their own. They got to get a cab, and then I say, text me and let me know you got home safe. That's it.
Okay, we'll give you that. Okay. So what if this woman does call you back and she didn't kiss you on the first date? I mean, okay, but no, I got a better question. Okay, say she does kiss you on the first date. Okay, say, hey, can I have a little more? And she just gives you the cookie on the first date. Are you dismissing that? I got the cookie, mission accomplished, or are we trying to build something on that? Do you believe something can be built from that?
Yeah, if I like the sex, which is why we need to have sex. So basically, what I'm saying is, if we have sex and the sex is great, or I like the sex and everything, and then I like, hey, cool, we like the sex. Let me see you again. We'll have more sex and more sex. Now I see we're sexually compatible, and I like you. I like your personality. Therefore, now it makes sense for me to take you seriously. The problem is people do it backwards. If I meet a woman and we're not having sex, I don't know if I like having sex with you, and you don't know if you like having sex with me. So now we may like each other's personality and we get along, but when we finally do have sex, let's say, they do the whole nonsense of the 90-day rule and people be waiting to have sex. So imagine I wait a few weeks to have sex with you, and it's horrible. So now I've wasted all these weeks when I could have found out it was horrible on the first or second night. You see what I'm saying? So my thing is about saving time and energy. If you're on this journey to find somebody that you want to be with, why would I waste time with someone who I don't know for sure if we're sexually compatible? We need to find that out at some point, and I say it's better to find it out sooner than later. You see what I'm saying?
We're speaking to Mr. Lacario, dating expert, coach, leader extraordinaire in our last 2 minutes. So we know your demographic is men. Men are always calling you, helping them out. Sounds like you're empowering men, and there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, I wish I would have known a little more. A single man back in the day, you make those mistakes, but no one ever made any money off it like you. So do you actually get women, even though your demographic, calling you and saying, "You're right, thank you for putting it out like that way"? And would you ever market a show towards women? Tell them the same thing.
I coach women also. So I have a channel, it's a smaller channel for women. And then I have women that I coach one-on-one. And so women's general issue is trying to keep a guy they're interested in. So men's general issue is I'm trying to get laid or I'm trying to get consistent situations. Women's situation is how do I keep the guy that I'm interested in? You see what I'm saying? And so I teach women how to keep a guy interested, because that's the thing that
give it up. Just give it up. Give it up all the time. You're gonna keep him interested. Is that what you say?
Well, part of it is you have to be sexual with him, or that you're totally like you're totally. So this is what I always say. I'd say it like this real quick. Is when it comes to the men that you guys that women choose, it's either one or two guys. You're going to get a guy who is dominant and more of like the alpha male type of guy, or you're going to get the more submissive beta male type of guy. You have to choose one. And so usually what happens is what women want is a guy who doesn't exist. It's called the this guy Caleb Jones coined it. He said it's called the submissive alpha. So meaning they want a guy who's strong, dominant, but also a guy who's going to say yes, dear. You can't have both. That's what they want, but it doesn't exist. So you're going to have to choose one or the other. So basically, for example, a guy who's willing to wait for sex, he's the beta male submissive guy. The guy who's not willing to wait for sex is the more dominant guy. So you have to choose what you want. So if you want that strong guy, you have to follow him. If you want a guy who's going to follow you, then he'll wait and do whatever you want to say. Do whatever you say. That's how it works.
So did you say you have a smaller channel for women, or do you have a channel for smaller women?
No.
I'm kidding. His name is Mr. Lacario, man. You are an interesting cat. You got to come back on this show, man, on a regular. And let's hash this out, baby.
Let me know. Yeah, bring some of the ladies on. That's what you want to talk to.
Yeah, I got some friends who want to debate you, and that would be fun and love, man. I can't wait to. But you seem like a hell of a nice guy, and you absolutely have a brand. Sure. Mr. Lacario, give your social media platforms one more again.
Yeah, so you guys can check me out at badboymembership.com. That's the website. Also, masculineidentitymembership.com. That is my business partner site. Also, check me out on YouTube. Just type in Mr. Lacario, or you could go to my main site, mrlacario.com. And you can hit me up on Instagram at real Mr. Lacario. So you hit me up on all those.
Eat your heart out. The Strictly Business Show with me, Dr. J, the sexiest business show in the world on New HD Radio.